Be me, 26. Working at a tech startup that pretends to change the world. Studio apartment with exposed brick that costs extra. Mirror says I look good. Raised by single mom who worked 2 jobs and never complained. Learned early that women do not need men. College orientation week. Speaker says if a man cannot handle your success, he is not worth your time. Never settle. Felt like gospel truth. Carried it like armor ever since. So every time a guy seems unimpressed, I think he is just intimidated. Easy explanation. No self-reflection required. Meet a guy at a friend's birthday party. Name is Daniel. Quiet type. Works as an electrician. Talks about rewiring old houses and making things safe. Helps the host fix a wobbly table without being asked. Everyone thanks him. He just shrugs and says it took 30 seconds. We go for coffee the next week. He asks real questions about my day. Listens like the answers matter. Talks about wanting a small house someday. Maybe a dog. Split the bill because that is what equality looks like. I feel calm around him. Mistake calm for boring. The voice in my head says you deserve passion. You deserve someone who competes for you. See an old classmate on social media. She is engaged. Big ring. Caption about feeling safe and loved. I tell myself I am smarter than her. Prettier too. Then I feel gross for thinking it. Push it down. Daniel texts me. Says he had a nice time. Wants to take me to a farmer's market on Saturday. I write back that I think we want different things. Hit send. Feel powerful for exactly 10 minutes. Then feel nothing. Decide to date men who seem more exciting. Investment banker with a watch that costs more than my rent. Marketing director who talks about disrupting industries. Personal trainer who calls me a queen and ghosts me after 3 dates. None of them stick. They all say some version of not ready for serious. You are great though. I tell myself my standards are high for a reason. I deserve the best. Apartment agrees because it is empty. Notice the attention is fading. At 23, I got approached constantly. Now I get promotional emails and food delivery ads. Group chat sends articles about men dating digital girlfriends. Artificial intelligence apps that never argue or demand anything. Someone says more guys are using them than anyone wants to admit. I laugh it off. Sounds pathetic. Match with a guy on an app. Normal job. Normal pictures. We text for a week. Plan to meet up. Day before he cancels. Says he is taking a break from dating. Focusing on himself and his companion app. I read the message 3 times. Companion app. He chose software over me. Tell myself it is a fluke. Trends come and go. This will pass. But my phone keeps showing me ads for perfect digital women. Always agreeable. Always available. I start seeing the pattern. Get invited to a cookout. Need to be around humans. Bring wine and confidence. See Daniel across the yard. He looks the same but better somehow. More settled. Talking to a small group about expanding his business. Bought out his old boss. Running his own crew now. Says it like he is talking about the weather. Woman walks up and hands him a beer. She is wearing a simple dress and a ring. Not flashy but real. He puts his arm around her without hesitation. She says the burgers are ready. He smiles at her like she just said something profound. Then he sees me. Hey, good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Then he turns back to her and they walk toward the grill. I stand there holding my wine like a trophy no one is handing out. Party continues around me. I feel like I am watching my own life from outside. Check my phone out of habit. Ad for a relationship simulator. No drama. No disappointment. Just validation on demand. I lock the screen. Drive home through streets I have driven 1,000 times. Think about calling Daniel boring. Think about dismissing his kindness as low effort. Think about using feminism as an excuse to avoid connection. Apartment door closes behind me. Sits heavier than usual. Sit on the couch next to a plant that is barely alive because I forget to water it. Realize I wanted the idea of a relationship more than the work of one. Realize the men I chased were not intimidated. They were just not interested in proving themselves forever. Think about my mom, how she worked herself to exhaustion, but never taught me that needing someone makes you weak. I added that part myself, made independence into isolation, made standards into walls, whisper something I have never said out loud. Maybe being strong does not mean being unreachable. Maybe it means being worth staying for. Phone buzzes, another ad. Love without the complications. I laugh. Sounds sad and true at the same time. Do not text Daniel. He is not the answer. The answer is not a person. The answer is looking at how I got here. Decide tomorrow I will buy a plant that is hard to kill. Maybe join a class or a club, something that requires showing up. Build a life that does not confuse difficulty with value. Then see who wants to be part of it, not because I dared them, because it is actually worth joining. Realize the feminist heroes I worship taught me to fight. But no one taught me when to stop fighting. No one said partnership is not surrender. Sit in the quiet. It feels different now. Less like loneliness, more like space to figure things out. The green text on my phone glows in the dark. I do not open the app. Just sit there, thinking about what strong actually means. Thinking about what I actually want. Thinking about the difference between the two. Maybe tomorrow I start building something real. Maybe tomorrow I stop mistaking friction for chemistry. Maybe tomorrow I water the plant. Tonight I just sit here, 26 years old, alone in an apartment with exposed brick, finally asking the right questions, not a failure. A recalibration. The night does not answer, but that is okay. I am learning to sit with silence, the kind that does not need to be filled, just understood. Be me, still figuring it out. But at least I am figuring it out.